This is my Sentry Alarm, which I'm using to demonstrate the EasyNet interactions, because I have several things that communicate with it. Better show what it's doing. I mean, that's its hard-coded fixed IP address. It's not running at the moment, so okay, so that's to show that it's active. It should flash once every second. This is based on this circuit, which started off as ESP8266 D1 Mini, connecting up to 4-channel analog converter. I'm only showing one channel here, but this is linked out with some protection diodes to what is a relay contacts, but they're over 50 meters away. So there's a lot of resistance down the wires, and they're very prone, or they were very prone to electromagnetic pulses, lightning strikes within 10 kilometers, for instance. This would pick it up on the old system, which got killed off in a thunderstorm that sent a branch crashing through the roof, and then a couple of days torrential rain just flooded everything. It totally trashed the old system, so I had to build something new. That's what got me into Annex. So irrespective of the logic level that is received here, because it's being read in by an analog converter, you can set your own threshold level in the software, which is exactly what this is doing. And I've only shown one channel, but it was originally using 4, so if I go back, but the other 2 channels are disabled because I am in the process of doing Annex Wi-Fi version sensors. This is hangar doors, I think, and there's a hangar beam brake. But all I'm really interested in for the moment is the 2 gate sensors, which have to come via cable underground. That there was a false alarm, and again, so it's very hot outside. It's blisteringly hot outside, and the gate PIRs keep sensing swirling hot currents of air as false triggers. But how I've coped with that is, when it sees a trigger, it steps up by this amount. Okay, so 1 trigger will step it up by 4, and this is an additive count. So if it gets 2 triggers consecutively, this will go up to 8, but it's being clocked down by 1. 3, 2, 1, 0. So it needs quick consecutive triggers to bump it up enough by this amount to reach this set level. This is the actual trigger level. If it goes above that, it will cause a trigger. I can actually bump it up myself. I don't know if you heard it, it said Gate 2 visitor. So when it gets triggered, it puts an entry into the log. View the log file. That said Gate 2 visitor, so there is the entry for it. So this must be the time. 3:25, yeah. So this has a log file capability, and because it is based on EasyNet, which lets you do your own network commands basically, one of those is, if I go to the code, so first of all, this device is called Sentry. There. As its fixed IP. Here's its instructions list. Those are the sort of system ones, which I'll mention now includes command, CMD. But as far as interactive network instructions that other devices can use, it can say, speak, add a log entry, do a time sync, date and time. It recognizes internet, and I'll explain that in a while. And if you have a look, it's got enable, false alarm step, threshold level, timeout. Now these are all these settings. Now they're actually not necessary anymore because I've added this command instruction. So let's say I wanted to disable channel 2, then previously I would have had to send an enable 2 for channel 2, 0 to disable. Oh, this is wife coming back, it might trigger. No. There it goes. But now with the command, I can manually do any of the variables by, so enable to 0, I think. We'll soon see, won't we? Oh, it's a separate instruction, enable 2. Let's try that. So channel 2 is now disabled. Enable it again. Any change of screen that changes what you see causes the whole screen to be refreshed. Right, well, end of lecture. Mrs. is back.
This one visitor. This two visitors.
That's an auto tracking camera, so it follows and zooms by itself.